So my last race before I hand you over to Martin, the Stars Orders Finals, is the Lord Mild May Memorial Chase over 2 miles and a furlong. A nice big field here. Caribbean Night for Paul Parsons is at top of the pile. Martin Eden's Dame Rapunzel. Pay the Boss for Craig Beckwith. Swahili Doll for Del Hinton. Fast Game for David Hooley. Emerging for Paul Parsons. Medhurst Green for Darren Thompson. Dada's Encore for Martin Leadham. Del Hinton's Diva Fandango. Jamie Dodger for David Robertson, Mad Rat Mad for Darren Thompson, Harley Quinn for Daniel French, Matt Cooper's Auteur Attitude, Pontypool Racing's Writer's Cramp, Matt Cooper's New England Enigma, Crystal Rising for David Robertson, Charging Queen for Craig Beckwith, Nick Driver's 2 at the bottom, Yokohama and Home Improvements 19. Let's go over this 2 miles and a furlong. Good luck. Let's see who can take the Lord Mild May Memorial Chase. They're racing. Nice big field. It's going to be led by the 2 greys of Paul Parsons, Emerging and Caribbean Night. They go over the first of 14. They both took that well. So these 2 are going to be our 1-2. Just from Emerging of, that's Yokohama. Along with Jamie Dodger, Auteur Attitude and Dame Rapunzel. And a big pack behind them just being led by Auteur Attitude as they go over the second of 14. It's still our leaders, Emerging and Caribbean Night from Dame Rapunzel in third, then Jamie Dodger, Auteur Attitude, Yokohama, Riders Cramp a little wider, widest of all is Diva Fandango. They go over the third. So we can't see the rest of the field. The grey that you can just see at the back there is Mad Rat Mad for Darren Thompson. They get to the first of the ditches. Paul Parsons' horse Emerging has emerged with a 5-length advantage from his own stablemate Caribbean Night. Diva Fandango's moved into third. Then we Riders Cramp up against the row is Jamie Dodger. Stablemate Crystal Rising's there. Then Yokohama and Auteur Attitude and Dame Rapunzel as they go over the water. They're all still standing. Just behind those is Harley Quinn for Daniel French and Mad Rat Mad for Darren Thompson. The rest of the field are just behind those. Emerging. Leads down to 3 now from stablemate Caribbean Night, then Diva Fandango a further length and a half behind as they go over the 6. Good jump there by Emerging. Emerges with a 4-length advantage yet again, although takes a hold. Allows stablemate Caribbean Night to get a little bit closer, and Diva Fandango and Writer's Cramp and Jamie Dodger as they go over the 7th. They all clear that, and just the one at the rear there was Pay the Boss. We saw for Craig Beckwith, we go past the winning post out for another circuit. So Emerging leads from Caribbean Night. 3 back to Diva Fandango, Writer's Cramp and Jamie Dodger, Auteur Attitude, Crystal Rising, Dame Rapunzel widest of all. The horse in there I think is Harley Quinn trying to get in that pack. Mad Rat Mad. Medhurst Green I just saw shook briefly. Still at the back is Pay the Boss, although in New England Enigma look like they're joining company down in that little tiny ditch. So as they get to the 8th, he's gone, the leader's gone. Emerging fell at that one, shipped his jockey, and has left stablemate out in the lead, Caribbean Night. From Jamie Dodger now in second, and Crystal Rising is third, then Writer's Cramp and Diva Fandango and Auteur Attitude getting closer. A couple back now to a well-ridden along Mad Rat Mad and Yokohama, and we lost another there, and we lost 2. Swahili Doll and Home Improvements both went, but it's Caribbean Night still leads from Crystal Rising in second over the 10th. That's 5 from home with 4 to take. Caribbean Night, Crystal Rising, couple back to Auteur Attitude and Jamie Dodger. Then we've got one with nowhere to go with the loose horses Harley Quinn. Then Yokohama's out wide as they go over the 11th. Better jump there by Crystal Rising. It's David Robertson's Crystal Rising that takes it up from Caribbean Night and Diva Fandango. Running on well now is Mad Rat Mad. Also through that pack is Harley Quinn, as well as Riders Cramp trying to run on. Dame Rapunzel needs a bit more. They're over the water with just 2 to take now. Crystal Rising still leads from Mad Rat Mad in second. Here comes Harley Quinn. Between horses on the outside is Auteur Attitude, running on Jamie Dodger and Caribbean Night and Diva Fandango. Riders Cramp and Charging Queen trying to charge through the pack, but it's Crystal Rising opening up an advantage now over the penultimate. He's only got 1 to take and a furlong to run. It's Crystal Rising, Harley Quinn, Caribbean Night coming back into it. Auteur Attitude trying to close the gap. We're inside the final half furlong, 1 to take. Crystal Rising gets over it well, but here comes Auteur Attitude, half a furlong left to run. Crystal Rising starting to tread water. Auteur Attitude closing the gap, but Crystal Rising takes the Lord Mild Memorial Chase for Devon. Also well done from Auteur Attitude of Matt Cooper in second. Sorry, a few of those didn't get mentioned. I didn't have the camera to see where you all were. Crystal Rising takes it from Auteur Attitude. Harley Quinn for Daniel French got up for third. Caribbean Night just hangs on from fourth there from Charging Queen. I think for Craig Beckwith was fifth. It might have been Martin's, but we'll wait for the big card to come up. It was Caribbean Night for Paul Puzzle. Darius Encore just nosed off Charging Queen for that 5th place prize pot money.